Okay, so we have covered the warmers, we've covered the simmer lights, we've covered the shades, but you want to know, are there other ways you can use sprinkles as well? Yes, because guess what? At Pink Zebra, we are super creative people, and we do not want you to feel boxed in by what you can do with them. Really, as far as your imagination goes with how you can use these. I'm going to show you a couple of options of ways that I choose to use them and that some of my customers have used them in the past, okay? One of them is you can take an old candle, okay? This is one of my old candles, and I don't really care for the scent of it, or maybe it's a plain scent. This one I didn't really care for the scent. What you can choose to do is you can put the sprinkles around the top and light that. Now I will tell you, unlike our candle kits, which come with a wick that is completely toxin-free, all of this is cotton with a little bit of paraffin wax over it just to keep it sturdy. Okay, a lot of candles on the market today, see that black? Do you know why that's black? That's because there's lead in that candle wick. Yeah, there's a small piece of metal running through that, and a lot of times it's lead. That is a carcinogen. You do not want to be burning that in your home. So just so you know, our wicks are totally lead-free. There's no metal in them except for the base here, which your flame doesn't get to anyway. So this right here is going to be totally safe for you. This you can still use if you want to and put sprinkles on the top of them. That's totally fine. Okay, so that's one way. You can use an old candle. Put it in there. Another way is old mint containers. I know that once I'm done with mints, I don't know what to do with this thing, and my kids love crafts. Well, my son chose to throw some sprinkles in there. This one's farmhouse cider. It's really yummy. But he takes this around with him, and you know, he likes to keep it in his pocket and then bring it out if he needs it for some reason for fragrance. You could use it in a car too. That would be great. It would keep it contained. You would be able to open this when you want fragrance and be able to close it again when you don't want any more. Another thing that's good for that, these are at the dollar store. You can get 2 for $1. They're salt shakers. They already come with these nifty little holes in the top, and you can toss your sprinkles in there and stick this in your little cup holder in your car. Now I will tell you that I have found that the soaks are much more effective in my car than the sprinkles are. I much prefer them myself. But maybe this is a solution for you that you like better. Totally fine. You could also do this in someone's room if you just need to freshen it really quick. Another thing I have customers do all the time, this little bag came from the dollar store, okay? These are little sachet bags. See that? Put a few sprinkles in there, and I do mean a few, because guys, these are powerful. Don't put a whole scoop in there. It will be overpowering in your drawer. But I have customers that will take these and put some sprinkles in it and then go like that, toss it in their drawer. It's not going to melt. It's just going to add fragrance to your drawer and freshen that area of your home. The other thing I personally use these for, guys, shoes. Does anybody else have men in their home who have feet that smell awful? Okay, these are fantastic. I put some sprinkles in there, stick them in their shoes, smell is gone, I'm happy, and their feet don't smell. If I could rub the sprinkles on their feet, I would. I totally would. But this way, at least, their shoes aren't causing massive smell in my home. Because it's right at the front door where everybody comes in. Okay? So those are some really great ideas of some other ways you can use them. Sprinkles are totally safe. They are made with soy and they're made with non-toxic ingredients. What that means for you is that if your pet gets a hold of them or if your child gets a hold of them and swallows them, no problem. They probably won't do it twice because it doesn't taste good. Because this smells like chocolate chip cookie, but it totally does not taste like chocolate chip cookie, okay? So I'm guessing if your child chooses to eat a couple of these, they're only going to do it once. But because it's soy wax and because it's toxin-free, they're going to pass through their system and not poison them, not cause them any distress. So as a parent, that's something that I love, the safety of the product. Also, if your pet gets a hold of it, same thing. I do have friends that have used these and put like a sachet in a pet bed to freshen it. I also have customers that have used them in litter boxes. Now, you may want to choose to put some of the sprinkles in the litter and then put a layer on top of it. That way, every time they scratch, they're going to release that fragrance in the area where you're going to really need it. If you put it on the top, there's a chance that the fragrance might be too powerful and the cat wouldn't enjoy that. So I recommend putting it in a layer underneath a layer of litter. The other thing that you can do is you could sprinkle these on your floor if you have a canister vacuum with a bag. If you want to vacuum them up off the floor, then every time you vacuum with that bag, you have sprinkles in the bag, and you're going to release that fragrance into your home simply by the air passing through the vacuum. That's a fabulous way. How many of you have stinky garbages? I do. Throw a few of these sprinkles in the bottom of the bag. Totally helps with the smell. It's really, really nice. That might be a good one for air care too, if you want to just freshen the area without adding a lot of fragrance to it. But you can do whatever fragrance you like. That's the beauty of sprinkles. So there's just a couple of other ways you can use sprinkles. Really, the sky is the limit as far as your imagination goes. Do remember they are wax, so that if you put them in an area where it's hot enough they could melt, they could melt. So do not recommend sachet bag in the car, because this is full of holes, okay? So you're going to want to think that through and use something like this in the car, or the soaks with the Go cards, just to make that a little bit easier for you. Okay, if you got questions, post them down below. I'm happy to help you guys out.